Hey world, this is Nick Jackson. Welcome once again to the Love Lab. I just noticed one thing, that this is week number 2 for Oak Hills High School, and I absolutely love making these videos for you. I'm so sad that I can't see you face to face, but I want you to know that I'm just passionate about what we do here. And hey, I noticed something when I was creating these videos. I noticed that there was this thing that I used to do when I was in school. Sometimes I would go to school and be excited to get away from home. Like there was these things that were going on in my house, and I was so excited to get away from those things and get to school. There was something about school, even though I didn't always do my homework or my behavior wasn't always great, I knew that I had a place that I can go. I could sit in the lunchroom, and even though the food wasn't great, right, I was there with my friends with consistency, and it was amazing. It was beautiful, and I loved it. And then also like we got to play in teams and in bands and all of those things where we were together. We were in community. And I want you to know, in my work, like I run a business called Speak Love, right? And I remember being in school and going to presentations that were absolutely horrible. I remember sitting in class thinking to myself, like man, you know what? There's a problem, right? Like we're all here, but the content was good, right? But the delivery was horrible. I felt lectured to. I felt disrespected. I didn't feel loved and appreciated and built into. And when I became an adult and I was able to start my own company, one of the things that I wanted to do was create environments where people felt loved. And that's where we came, that's how Speak Love even became. And so as I'm sitting here thinking about, in week 2, I want to teach you about how to be an entrepreneur, but I also want to teach you that entrepreneurship in my life came from places of pain. Like came from places where things were bad and I couldn't change them. It came from places where all these the situations were mounting and we needed an answer. Entrepreneurship to me is finding answers to problems. That's it, period. Finding answers to problems. And right now, you guys, some of you still have classes that you have to take. You still have things that you have to do. And so since you have these classes that you're taking and these things that you have to do, it's a whole lot different now that you don't have to go and actually physically look at your teacher. I mean, they can see you on Zoom, right? But they really can't see you face to face like they used to. I don't even know how teachers will give out detention right now. It's a whole different world. That's the life of an entrepreneur. There's really no one above you. Right? There's no one that's directly like forcing you to do things. Like the way that the teachers used to instruct and also punish is now totally different. As an entrepreneur, you run your own company. You actually pick your own times that you're going to do your job. And this is the method that I use to be a successful entrepreneur. First thing I do is I take an assessment. This is the assessment of how much work I have to do, what I have to do. Basically, the assessment for me will be looking at the syllabi, like the syllabus that you get in the beginning of the school year, right? Looking at your syllabi and seeing the scope of work that you have to do. And I sit there and I look at, okay, here's when my papers are due. Here's when the tests are going to be. This is the scope of work in which I'm responsible for. I know what I have to do. Then the next thing I do, so the next thing, the second thing is create. I would understand, and I get this, even in this process, right? The first thing I had to do was take an assessment, right? I'm going to do videos because I'm not able to speak to you face to face. And in my videos, right, I need to make an assessment. I called up other students from your class. I called up other people in 2020 and asked them how they felt. I took an assessment. Then I'm able to create these videos. When you create these things, like I want you to be able to bring a piece of yourself to it, but also know what the other people want. Like, what do the other folks want that you're talking to? The next thing and the most important thing is execution, right? Now that I've created it, how am I going to deliver it to you? How am I going to put it together in a package? So what you'll notice is we have an intro, right? Our intro plays for like 32 seconds. Then I talk. Then after we talk and we have these little things that we're talking about, at the end, we'll give you like either a challenge or we'll give you our logo, and these things will happen consistently, right? That's our execution. My question to you is, what's the problem in your life right now? Is it your classes? Is it the fact that you can't leave the house the way that it is right now, the way that it is? You can't get away from the problems that are going on in your home. If that's the way that it is, you are not alone. My question is there a solution? Is there a solution to the problem? Is there a way to fix what's going on? And if there is, do you have whatever it takes to execute? If you do, then you will always be successful. This is Nick Jackson. I can't even tell you how much I love making these videos for you. I hope you enjoy watching them. I want to see what you do with the knowledge and the love that you've been shared.